Welcome to this quick unboxing of Escape from Stalingrad Z. Escape from Stalingrad Z is a solo co-op campaign game of tactical combat which is set in the horrific zombie plague of World War II. The year is 1942 and the city is Stalingrad. Your survivors are veteran soldiers fighting to stave off the zombie hordes in a war-torn wasteland while finding a way to escape from the decimated city. They must work together to find the best path, and each scenario is giving them options on which way to go next. The player's choice determines the fate of their next steps for the heroes. The game plays out over a series of linked scenarios from one to the next in order to form a campaign. Each previous scenario in the campaign will affect the start of the next one, creating an ongoing story. The game plays from 1 to 3 players. It is particularly good for solo. It takes around 20 to 40 minutes, age is 14 and up, and the weight is 3.5 out of 5. The designer is Marco Pecota, and the publisher is Raybox Games. This game falls under the categories of war games, games about World War II, of course, miniatures and zombies, and the basic mechanisms that we see inside are cooperative gameplay, dice rolling, narrative choice paragraph, scenario mission campaign game, and square grid. This is a fascinating game. I'm really happy to have this on my table, and I'm very much looking forward to dive into it because it packs a lot of gameplay. This is a tactical game which has so many scenarios and so much gameplay. It all fits in this boxed version. As you can see, you also have the book version, which is inside the box version for lower price range, but without the dashboards and some of the counters. And then you can also go full upgrade with the additional minis that they are around in this table. So Escape from Stalingrad Z is, as you can see from the back of the box, is a game all about tactical movement, manipulating the special abilities, trying to get everything to your advantage, the resources, the ammunition. The food is low, so you're trying to get, as a veteran, throughout the devastated city and escape one battle and one step at a time. Because as you can already see from this fantastic cover, I really like what I see so far. Essentially, the city is overrun with zombies, and every single one of them is having you as a target. So just to mention, the box is a really good quality. It's a very thick cardboard, linen finish box, very sturdy. It's the first time I get something from this publisher, so I'm very happy to see this good quality. As you can see, thick and sturdy box, and also I like the fact that it is, I would say, compact. As you'll see from the contents inside the box, there is a lot of things that they fit into the game. And if you set miniatures aside, even with the standees, everything fits nice into the box, and you can have in the backpack a lot. So let's dive into unboxing everything. So first of all, we see the dashboards for the heroes. There is a high variety of heroes for players to choose from. This is again part of the boxed edition. As you can see, very thick cardboard, dual layered with recessed spots for tracking the gear, the fatigue, as you can see here, the weapons, and of course the supplies. Everything is on the board. And not to mention that, yeah, from the back of the board, as you can see, you have the backstory and, let's say, the bio of each of the heroes. Looks really nice. So as you can see, they have a lot of let's say theme to put you into the right direction. So every single of those heroes has a different background. They come from different sides of the army, the war, that doesn't matter, but they're all veterans. They're all really hardened, battle-hardened veterans, and they all have their own mini stories, as you can see. Very nice that they put the bio, the summary, the history, the background of those heroes at the back, and you can see the preferred weapon as well. And yeah, these dashboards are really top quality. Have nothing more to say. I'm very happy with the component because it's a part of the box edition. If you are getting the book edition, you just have to print out and keep counters on your own. But of course, the price range is lower. But I would definitely go for the box version because look at that. I mean, these are fantastic. Really loving both the aesthetics, the anatomy, and the way they were produced. Very well done. Now let's move forward. We have as you can see, the standees, the basis for the standees. I like playing with miniatures, but I mean, this game has fantastic standees, as you'll see. These are the bases for those standees. There are quite a few. We have various markers, wooden markers for the dashboards, as you can see, for tracking the, the fatigue and the health of the players, etc. So very useful, and they fit into the slots, so you don't have to worry that you bump them around. And then the next you see is, of course, the dice. The game can be played with one D12, but it's recommended to have 3. And look at those. I mean, these have like splashes of blood, or I would say thematic touch to these dice. These are really nice. Very much liking them. And these are the mini dice that the game comes. These are very well done. These are custom, as you can see, with icons from each of the sides, and these are beautiful also. So far so good. Let's get everything out from the box, and let's move into the rest of the components again. This is now the punch boards, the extra punch boards that you see into the box edition, but this is the book edition. So you can also buy this as a book edition, as you can see, at a lower price range, and it has everything you need to play the game. Okay, you just need to print out the dashboards on a piece of paper and keep maybe a pencil and a couple of counters for you to mark things down. But you have exactly the same, as you can see, scenario book, and you also have the rule book. And inside you have the counters, because here instead of standees you also have round, flat, circular markers. And also there is a reference guide on the left side of this envelope. I really like what they have done here, because maybe I'm going to be keeping these punch boards just to keep everything flat, but into the envelope. But look at that. This is thick cardboard. Let me show you close. Yeah, great quality. So you can play with this exactly instead of the standees, instead of the minis. Okay, and if you get the full all-in, you get all versions. You can also get the tokens or the standees, because sometimes you may have more room to get also the mini boxes with you. Sometimes at times you just want to have the play area, which is played on the box, on the book, and the counters. So these are all very nice. Okay, so we have different type of zombies. These are the alpha zombies. You have the beta zombies, those yellow ones, quite a few. Yeah, everything comes out of the punch board really nice, great quality, beautiful tokens. Okay, very fitting to the theme and the aesthetics of the game. And they all have this from the back, so you don't know what you're getting once until it's too late, maybe. You have the armored zombies, which are the orange ones. And then you have some additional tokens here. You have those small time tokens, and there are also description on the punch board for what's what. Very nicely done. Yeah, order markers and wound markers. So these ones are the order markers. Everything comes fantastically out of the punch board. No tearing, no problem. Great. And these are the wound markers. Yeah, great. Okay, so next thing that we have are the additional markers, the color markers that you see, the number ones, the location markers, etc. So everything nice and different from iconography. They stand out, the colors are vivid. No complaint there, everything looks fine. Let's get everything out. Yeah. Okay. Quite a few tokens, even in the box, the book edition, as you can see. There are quite a few. But essentially, you can keep all of this in the baggie, the plastic bag, and that's fine. And then the last thing that we have is we have those doors. These are standee doors. I typically prefer having plastic doors in my games, but and have other games I can use. So, but let's see. Yeah, no, these look really good. I mean, the art is really nice. They're barricaded with blood stains on them, and they fit very nicely, not dropping off or falling sideways. So this is great quality standee cardboard doors. I mean, they serve the purpose perfectly fine. I may be keen to rephrase and keep those instead of going for the plastic ones. They look really, really slick. So very nice. Yeah. Okay. And we have 6 of those in total. So let's get everything ready. And you can store them constructed in the box. No need to pull them apart. Okay. So 4, 5, and then one more. This is the 5th and the 6th. Okay. So again, I'm keen to keep these punch boards just to keep them in there to make sure that the envelope does not bend. Not sure it's needed, but just an idea. I see no reason why to throw them away, because on top of those I'm going to add the, let's say, the rule book, okay, on the left side, and then the scenario book on the right side. So even more tokens. You have, as you can see, supplies, very nicely detailed and differentiated from each other. And then you have more tokens. I have to look into what's what, but they look like, besides the supplies, we have what's that? Satchels, and yeah, okay, printed from both sides. Okay, these look like crates, and there are different things from the back. Okay, that's good. That's really good, because you have to look for different crates to find different types of equipment. So that's nice. Okay. Yeah. And some more tokens for the enemies. Maybe these are civilians or hostages or prisoners, people you have to escort somewhere. They look like that. And these are the soldier tokens. Okay. So all in all, 2 punch boards into the book version. Again, I'm keen to keep both punch boards in their original slots. I really like this envelope. You see the reference guide is fantastic from the back, just to make sure I don't squeeze the very nicely produced envelope. So this is a rule book, as you can see, quite a few pages. Let's go through it quickly. You have, first of all, the introduction. Then you have the different setups you can buy. You can either buy the book set or the box set, which includes the book set, and has the dashboards, as you can see, and the standees, instead of having tokens and the book. Okay, so more minimal. Then you also can get the miniatures from the game. You can also use your own miniatures, as they already advise, but these are really nice. And then the book goes through the description of the character dashboards, the core concepts and markers, special actions. Then movement is explained, combat is explained, weapon characteristics, attack modifiers, rolling attack dice, and the different attacks that you can perform. Yeah, looks very nice, very detailed with examples. Everything is illustrated perfectly. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have an issue with this rulebook. Then you can have different aspects explained, like covering. Look at this art, gorgeous. Like the stain on the bottom right side of the page, the stain of blood. Even the rulebook is thematic. Great production and great attention to detail. Yeah. Priorities of attack, zombie movement, zombie attacking, different types of zombies in the game that you can have. Yeah, the alpha, the beta, the armored, etc., and how they differentiate from each other. You also have the bosses, and then the campaign, a few rules about the campaign, how you set up your campaign, your team, how you keep track of different details between sessions. The armor explained, multiplayer modes. You can have co-play or versus play, where one player plays the zombies on the zombie side, one the player side, and there is a glossary, some additional explanations, and these are instead of the dashboards. You can have them, photocopy them, and you can, I believe that you can also get them from the website of the company or the file section, and then print them if you have the book set. But there's no way I wouldn't go for the box set. This is fantastic value for money, and this is the scenario book. Okay, so it's a fantastic idea. So love this having flip-page scenario book, because instead of having cardboard, you have just a book, and then you can just flip and then go through the different missions, and you have, it's just like the system we've seen, at least I've seen and loved in the Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. But I wish that more companies were doing that. And here's what you see. Okay, so I'm flipping through the campaign, the scenarios, so you can see them, just to get a glance on the anatomy and the difference on the layout and the iconography, the art on the stage, let's say, that you're playing on the map. So instead of having map tiles, you have this. There's no spoiler here, so don't worry. I mean, if you don't want to look through the pages, I'm just going to show you the variety of the art and the different setups. So all this gameplay is phenomenal, and all packs in a very thin, compact, but very well produced box. Okay, a bit of care here when you flip them for the first time. Just they're not stuck together. They're just because of the spiral of the coil. But then once you've done it for the first time, then you don't have to do it again. This was as you see, a 2-page illustrated scenario, one of the bigger ones, I suppose, in terms of surface area. And then you have more. Everything is really, really well done, and so much gameplay in this book, this scenario book. This is phenomenal. This is second 2-layer page setup, and different stages and different corridors and different opportunities to try to prove your worth as a hardened veteran in this game. So cellar, another double one. Yeah, Die Brücke. Okay. Angels of Stalingrad, the Diamonds in the Rough, Boiling Point. Okay, this looks like a railroad. Oh, so there you have it. These are all the pages. The back and the front of the scenario book are thicker for durability purposes and fits nicely into the book set, and then you can keep everything together. So now, if you got the box set, you also have additional punch boards, which are these ones, and you have standees, as you can see. You have standees for the different heroes, and then you have the different zombies, the beta zombies, the bosses, the armored zombies, and additional equipment, as you can see. Some more. Very nice. I'm going to try, to be honest, all of the different ways to play the game, both with the book set, with let's say the round markers, also with the standees, because they have beautiful art, but also with the miniatures, as you can imagine. And the second punch board has so many weapons, different types of weapons, and the characteristics and statistics are available. And here the supplies, you can have maximum of 3 of each: aid kit, grenades, food, and ammunition. Okay, and these are copied, stored into the slots of your dashboard. Okay, so far everything you've seen is included into the box set, which includes the book set. Okay, and then now let's see the additional miniatures. You don't need to have the miniatures, as you can see, but because I mean, even the round markers are very thick cardboard, very nice, and they do the job. But if you're into minis, you can also get the minis. First of all, we have the hero characters. Okay, 8 miniatures for all the heroes. Each hero has their own sculpt and their own miniature to match their art. Here at the back of the side with some examples of painted miniatures. They're 40mm tall minis, very different in terms of posture and sculpt. They look different. Okay, so this is matte box, and yeah, this is magnetic, so fantastic. Typically the miniature box sets are cheap and you throw them away, but this is phenomenal. This is a very good quality box. There's no way I'm throwing this away. Oh, and it has foam protection and foam insert. Okay, so this is top notch. I mean, I didn't expect that. So let's see the minis. So here are the scalps. Very different, nice amount of detail. Okay, nice postures. They are different from one another even if you don't paint them, but they would be so much better if you do paint them. I'm going to have mine painted for sure. Two more. Look at the momentum of this one running with 1 foot on the air. Okay, very nice. Those ones too, different altogether from one another. 5 and 6. Very nice detail. Look at the the backpack, the weapons they carry, the clothing, the uniforms. And these are the 7 and 8. Also like the fact that they are not coming specifically from one of the armies and one of the sides. Okay, so this is also nice because they're all just trying to survive. So there is a plague, zombie plague after all. So there are no sides, just humans versus zombies, I suppose. And the lid, it's really nice, very good quality, fantastic quality. Okay, so the second box is independent and has the beta zombies, so you can replace the beta zombies from the tokens or standees if you want. From this, they have again 40mm, 3 Soviet officer, 4 German soldiers, and 3 Soviet soldier. They're all different. They're zombies, so they have to look a bit ugly, I suppose, or decayed. And then let's see the scalps. Okay, these are the zombies. Yeah, they're wearing partially equipment from their uniforms. They were soldiers once upon a time. These are masked ones. These are my favorite ones. They look very nice. And these ones have some kind of bird or something. And their clothing is decayed, etc. Okay, so these are the beta zombies. Again, in a very nice magnetic case, exceptionally well done. To be honest, I've seen so many games, so many miniature games. I've never seen miniature expansions in such a great quality. So both zombies, 3 miniatures. Yeah, we have the Omega, which is one of the highlights in this one. Okay, so these are the bosses, again in their own mini magnetic, again, bookcase or box case, I should say. So yeah, there are the scalps. These are taller than the ones. These are, of course, they have to stand out because these are the bosses, so they are slightly taller. Okay, so they stand out, and this is the Omega one. This is very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, great minis. Love them. Okay. There is a possibility you can fit everything into the box if you really try hard. I'm going to give it a try, but I think I'm going to keep the minis in the original box. So, Alpha, Armored, and Beta Zombies here. So, Advanced Zombies box. Sorry, not Beta. Yeah. And then we have the Scouts. These are very nice. Look at the tilt of the head and the hands. This is definitely zombie posture, for sure. Okay. These look really nice as well. Yeah, the leg. Yeah, it gives it away from a mile. This is a zombie, for sure. Again, with the cover, with everything into the spot, and it really, really has everything you would expect from a very qualitative product. Very much looking forward to give this one a try. I think this is my hot game for the summer. Definitely coming in with my travel suitcase. We're going to cover more material on the game, so stay tuned. This is Escape from Stalingrad Z.